Hello, this is Amanda from Southern Hibiscus Home. Today I wanted to show you some of my plants that I've had in the greenhouse over the winter. It's supposed to be really nice this week, so I wanted to bring them out, and while I had them out, I wanted to show you them. So stick around. Here is the first set of plants that I wanted to show you guys. These are Dracena spikes, or at least that's what I think they're called. It could be Dracena marginata, but that could be the same thing. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. And it might be Dracena. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I've heard it both ways. So, yeah. But anyway, I got these three at Walmart last year. And I planted them in these little whiskey barrels, and I put petunias around the base of them, and they looked so good. And it was an accent plant, but over the rest of the summer and in the winter, they grew a branch thingy, so it now looks like a palm tree instead of the little accent plant that I had originally got. But right here you can see I'm pulling off some of the lower leaves that has gotten a little bit yellow or brown over the winter, and you just pinch it and pull it off, and it'll make your plant look pretty. But as you can see right here, I have a little bit of thinning happening, and I'm not sure what's going on. So I don't know if it's a disease or if there's something happening, but I might end up having to propagate the plant and chop the top part off and the bottom part, and then see if I can create a new plant and it grow. It's worth the try. But these are the Dracena spikes, and stick around and I'll show you others. These are my bird of paradise. The two smaller ones in the whiskey barrels are from last year, and I put some petunias around the base of them, and it really popped over this summer. And then I alternated it with that and the other plant that I'd just shown you, and those ones had petunias around them as well. And it looks super cute. I'll see if maybe I could put a picture to show you what they had ended up looking like in there. And then the bigger one that's in the pink container is from 2023, and it's gotten pretty big. Around the base of that one, I planted mandeville, and it had flowered. And then, as you can see right here, I'm pointing out there is a new leaf that's growing. That one's the new leaf right there, and then there's one that's uncurling right there. So they did pretty good over the wintertime in the greenhouse. They continued to grow, but at a slower pace. But once it starts getting warm, then it starts getting pretty big. Oh, this is my Majesty Palm. I got this at Aldi's, and it was in February of last year, and it has gotten so big. My dad, every time he sees it, he thinks it's fake. He's like, "That's real?" But I really like it. It adds this super tropical touch, and it has gotten really big in the greenhouse over the winter. It keeps producing more and more of those leaves on it. It'll get a spike. So right now, as you can see at the top, it's got one that's starting to shoot out the top. But I really love how it looks and adds the tropical touch, because that's the kind of garden I like, is tropical. But it did get over the winter in the greenhouse. It did get down to the low outside was 0, and in the greenhouse I did get it to 25 or 26 degrees. But I had created some frost cloths that I wanted to put over it, because I had realized the year before that the leaves can get a little burnt when it got really cold. So it did get some on the tips of it, so I don't know if my frost cloth had closed all the way or if it was from the lack of water, because I tried not to water it too much whenever I knew it was going to get cold. But I'm just going to snip that part off. Okay, these are my other plants. These are my smaller plants. The one in the pink pot is a Bromeliad that I got for my birthday last year. And then I got Impatiens as well. And then the other two are Amaryllis, and one is Ferrari red and the other is ice pink. And I got those two maybe in the beginning of January to sometime in December, but that one's about to bloom, Ferrari red. And then the Impatiens has a bloom of pink on it right now. So, and these ones were all in front of the fireplace, so it kept warm over the winter. Well, the pink one was to the side in the pink pot, so it did okay. And then I got these two a couple weeks ago at Aldi, and they're Crotons. One's got orange-ish color on it, and the other's like darker, and it's got like pink throughout it, so it looks pretty good, but it's got some kind of residue on it, so I need to wipe that off. But yeah, these are my smaller plants that I have right now in the greenhouse, but stick around, I'll show you more. These are my elephant ears. As you can see, some of the leaves have turned brown and fell over, but I'm not too worried about the elephant ears because these are plants that always come back, so those ones aren't too bad. But it turned brownish yellow whenever it gets where I can't water it because it's supposed to be cold. So but I'm just going to snip that off with my snippers. But as you can see, I've got some sprouting here. I've got a little baby one there. I've got another one there. And back there, I'm growing a pine tree. Not intentionally. But anyway, and then here in the other pot, I've got a lot more as well that are in there, and they're going to be sprouting up. But like I said, I'm not too worried about that because I have that and canna lilies, and those ones always come back. I even have some that I've taken up in the fall and just have the bulbs inside the greenhouse because I have them in the ground. But yeah, these are my elephant ears. I got a pair of snippers, so I'm just going to show you how I clip it. So it's a little bit complicated with one hand, but I'm just clipping it off as close as I can to the green stalk, and then I try to peel it back just a little bit and snip some more, as much as I can get off of it. But I just love elephant ears because it adds like a tropical touch to me, but it's easy to grow and let it grow back. And I like the tropical look because I've always dreamed of going to Hawaii and want to go there. And so until I could go to Hawaii on a vacation, I wanted to bring a little bit of Hawaii to me with my plants. This is my Cordyline that I got. I got it a couple of years ago at Aldi's, and not this winter, but the last winter I had it in the greenhouse, and it got down to like freezing, or actually it was down to 0, but not inside the greenhouse. It got down to 27, 26 degrees, but I didn't have it covered up, and so the leaves had gotten a little bit crispy. And so this year I decided I was going to put frost cloths that I made over it so that it wouldn't. And so this is what it looks like after this winter. But I kept it going last year once I brought it out in the springtime, and I peeled off the crunchy leaves, and then this is what it's grown since then. But I really love like the pops of pink that show through the leaves. It adds like color interest to the garden and just makes it pop. But this plant is native to Hawaii, so that's pretty cool. Over the winter I was looking at my Cordyline, and I was like, I think I want more of them, like, because I just love like the pops of pink that it adds to it, and it just sticks out and stands out, and just it's a vibrant. You can't really tell in the picture, but like when you look at the leaves, there's like a pink that's just very pink looking. Right here it might not look as pink as it does in the person, but I just like the touches that it adds. And if you like put it in your garden and you stack it, it will just make everything pop. So I hope you enjoyed looking at my plants today. This is the last one. I do have a few more plants inside the greenhouse, like my hibiscus and a few more elephant ears and elephant ears and canna lilies, but I'll have to show them to you another day because I didn't get a chance to pull those out yet, and they aren't fully bloomed yet. So thank you for tuning in today to see all these plants that I brought out of the greenhouse. I hope to show you more this summer. I hope you stick around, like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you.